Hello YouTube, this is DVD Review Studios here, and today I'm going to be doing a review on Family Guy Season 16 on DVD. This is a 3-disc set containing all 20 episodes from the original Season 14 TV broadcast season of the show. Just to clarify for those who are confused, the DVD numbering is slightly off, it's slightly more ahead, in particular over here in the UK, whereas the actual seasons are slightly behind. So even though they are the genuine seasons, the DVDs do not and probably will not ever match up. Which is frustrating, but still, this is a really great collection of episodes, and I really thoroughly enjoyed the season for the most part. A couple of bad episodes that I wouldn't really truthfully say were 100% bad. They had very good plots, but were very rushed towards their conclusion, and they just did not make 100% perfect sense. But regardless, Season 16, as it's called, I really thoroughly enjoyed. The artwork for the front cover is taken from the episode Candy Quahog Marshmallow, which was quite an enjoyable episode, so there's the front cover. The side, Season 16, and the back with another illustration from that episode. And for special features this time, we have commentaries by series writers, directors, producers, and cast members on select episodes. Full episode animatic on A Lot Going On Upstairs, which is by far one of the best episodes of the show I've seen in recent years. Absolutely phenomenal. The Art of Family Guy, which is quite interesting, deleted scenes, which are always good, and Talking Animals mashup, which was quite humorous and overall was very enjoyable too. So the total running time for all the episodes is 426 minutes, and it's rated a 15 here in the UK for strong sex references and bloody violence. And removing the slipcover, there is a couple of different pieces of artwork beneath. So there's the front side having two different, and the back with a different image once again. And here is the inside, disc 1 with Peter, disc 2 with Cleveland, and disc 3 with Joe. And I will say very quickly, I'm incredibly thankful that for once they've actually printed the episode list on the left, rather than beneath disc 3 on the right, which gets incredibly annoying to read because of the plastic that covers the episode titles. So with that said anyway, let's go through the episodes. First up on disc 1, we have Pilling Them Softly, where Stewie starts consuming pills, changing his behaviour to a more laid-back persona, and along with this, Quagmire and Peter compete in their very own cooking shows, and I honestly love this segment, especially for the montage sequence. Next up is Papa Has a Rollin' Son, a very funny and enjoyable episode focusing on Joe's relationship with his estranged father, who bizarrely has a disliking for the handicapped, and also doesn't know that Joe is actually in a wheelchair, so in order to fool Joe's father, Peter steps in pretending to be Joe. Hilarious episode and definitely one of the best on this season. Guy Robot, where Stewie falls out with Brian and builds a robot friend with superior intelligence. Peter Normal Activity, where Peter and the guys explore an abandoned insane asylum, and this is to gather their own inspirations for a horror movie, leading to ironic horrific events, and this was definitely one of the best episodes on this box set. Peter, Chris and Brian, quite a sad episode in my personal opinion, focusing on Peter's guilt of being a failure of a father to Chris, and that turns into jealousy very quickly as Brian and Chris begin to bond. Peter's Sister, a Thanksgiving-themed episode, featuring Peter's sister Karen as a brand new character who basically just bullies Peter throughout the entirety of the episode. Not a great storyline, but I really did quite enjoy Peter's attempts at trying to stand up for himself, which were definitely a highlight for sure. And last up on this disc we have Hot Pocket Dial, where Quagmire accidentally pocket dials Peter while discussing Lois and expressing his true feelings for her. And honestly, this was quite a surprising episode, but with a very blunt ending that I didn't particularly feel anything for. Quagmire just decides to suddenly suppress his feelings, and that's it. Definitely disappointing in my personal opinion, however I did quite like the concept of this storyline. Moving on to disc 2, we have Brokeback Swanson, where Joe gets into an absurd accident resulting in him becoming a quadriplegic. However, the highlight of this episode for me personally was Brian's deceitful relationship storyline. A Shot in the Dark, where Peter takes it upon himself to become the neighborhood watchman, only to shoot Cleveland Jr., resulting in Peter being considered a racist. Candy Quahog Marshmallow, where it's discovered that Quagmire used to be a Korean soap opera star. The Peanut Butter Kid, where Stewie is forced into auditioning for child acting in commercials by Peter and Lois, who reveal themselves as actually quite controlling parents, surprisingly. Scammed Yankees, where Carter is scammed by a spam email, only to go to the extreme and travel with Peter to Nigeria to reclaim his money back. An app a day, where Chris is listed as a sex offender for sending a picture of his penis to a girl. And last up is Underage Peter, where the legal drinking age in Quahog is raised, resulting in Peter being legally underaged. For Disc 3, first up is A Lot Going On Upstairs, which is without a doubt one of the best Family Guy episodes from the past 5 years. Creepy, creative, and just full of insanely hypnotic animation. Right from the beginning credits, the episode twists, as we follow Stewie struggling with his nightmares as he seeks help from Brian to defeat the monster within his mind. The Heartbreak Dog, where Brian becomes romantically involved with Joe's wife. Take a Letter, where Lois gets a job as a postal worker. I really enjoyed the Stewie storyline throughout this episode. The New Adventures of Old Tom, where Tom Tucker gets replaced by a younger news anchor, only for Peter to help him reclaim his job by staging an attempted suicide. Run Chris Run, where Chris wins the high school homecoming king, making Meg suspicious that it was actually staged for a prank. And finally, another favourite episode from this season, Road to India, where Brian becomes attracted to an Indian technical support member, only to travel all the way to India with Stewie in an attempt to find her. So, thanks for watching my review on Family Guy Season 16 on DVD. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments what your favourite episode from this collection of episodes is. And please subscribe down below for more upcoming reviews.